odds were against us. All the odds were against us. You have kind eyes.
Thank you.
And it disappears in golden motes of light. and you just see the last line of, and the dish ran away with a spoon.
Is there a picture of the dish?
Not yet, not in this moment, but you see a little bit of that, like, a little bit of that calligraphy in the writing. But it looks like this is a more complex story that might require you to, like, have more in it, so to
I
speak.
feel kind of connected to the book. Can I do some sort of check to feel if I can connect with him and see, like, is he happy or is he like, what the fuck just happened? Let me out of here.
Yeah. You go ahead. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
9.
You try to connect to the book in that way, and you feel sort of warmth and musty kind of glowing from the book. But I think that you've reached the limit of what the book is capable of before giving it what, like, Drosselmeyer was talking about, what the mirror in, like, your previous incarnation was talking about, of, like, that first artifact that it needs. There being these other magical things. And I think you look over and see, you know, Red holding the
I come
glass
back
shard.
up to the group and tell them like, what just happened and my thoughts on it, and that we probably need to give it an artifact.
You get to eat off the dish.
Can I ask the bartender what the dish's tab was?
Oh, that dish owed, I want to say, upwards of 30 gold pieces. Why? Where's the dish now? Is he in the bathroom?
You were just doing it for the gossip?
Dish in the bathroom?
I'm trying to start.
You weren't gonna do a big gesture, oh, I'll pay for it? You were just gonna go, yikes, and sleep away.
Money.
What?
This is juicy.
What?
This drama, it's great.
What?
I think I saw the dish said something about saying that there was a better bar and that you just kind of flee and go there and start up a new tab. It's just kind of a tip for drinking for free.
He said that he was going to another bar and start drinking there for free.
That's what he said.
You see that this dude vaults over the bar and rushes outside.
Pinocchio's gonna reach around the bar.
Grab another can of olives for me.
Do you guys want to try to put the artifact in?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
We should do that.
do you know that also, if you want to hear more about the dish, I bet you could talk to Pete, the cow. He might be able to help you.
And maybe this litter box belongs to a cat that plays the fiddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the shard that I took out of Gerard's frog chest.
Gerard Shard?
Gerard.
That's my shard.
The shard. Okay. Can I open up?
Are we going to the barn? Are we gonna do it here?
Let's go to the.
Let's go to the barn. I
Let's go
like the
outside.
idea of going to the barn.
Okay, I make intros to Pete, to everyone.
Oh, oof. It's a little rainy outside.
It's a little
Should we
rainy.
go back
Should we
in?
just pop back in?
No,
Just kind of get
no,
this
no,
As
done.
you guys are deciding where you want to go, Pib, you let yourself outside, and you follow this little strand, and you walk out to a little corner of the tavern, and you see in a tiny little acorn shell, holding what looks like a toothpick, you see a tiny bedraggled spider sort of trying to row itself out of a puddle and having a very hard time doing so.
Where you headed?
Sure, hopefully. Gosh, no need. You don't have to give a hand if you don't want. I got myself into this mess. I should get myself out.
Who's really having a hard time not just like popping it? Okay. I don't need to. Listen, it's very easy for me to just gently, just kind of push you to shore.
Oh shucks, you're a real champ, fella. You're my hero. Gosh.
You shove this little spider over towards shore. He gets to the shore, pulls his little acorn up onto the gravel like he's sort of beaching a canoe, and he goes, boy, it's cats and dogs out. No offense, jeez, but I tell you, I know what I did wrong this time. I know what I did wrong this time. Next time, we're gonna get up there and we're gonna keep guys on the prize, try to get some kind of structure or cover. And you see he points to a gutter at the corner of the tavern, funneling rain down into the puddle.
So you trying to get up there?
You gotta.
You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta. Not right now, obviously. It's a monsoon in there. I mean, the water pressure alone, you'll never get up there. But
I'm gonna. I think Pib looks at his ring, and is like, "This is something I have to. This is something I have to do." He's like, "Just Just like puts the spider in like gently into his mouth with it.
oh, how do you do?
I'm just gonna take you out there, okay?
Okay, buy a fella a drink first.
And you
Get a
easily
spider in your mouth.
yeah,
And a little spider in my mouth.
you easily climb up, and you see he goes. You get up to the top of the corner of the roof, and he goes,
Golly! I was gonna have to wait for ages before I could get back up here again. Thanks, mister. I appreciate it. What do I owe you?
I mean, how much money you got?
Well, I could spin you some string.
Okay.
Pretty
worthless.
I don't got pockets.
Listen, I got a I just felt compelled to like help you out over here, and I feel like something was pulling me to you. Does that make any sense to you?
What was pulling you to me?
This? And I shove the ring.
The spider looks at the ring and says,
Oh, yeah, that's a handy little gizmo you got there. Spider silk ring. You can find any spider you want with that. That's
Any spider I want?
yeah.
What if you weren't necessarily searching for spiders?
What are you searching for?
I guess answers of some kind. Is there are there any spiders around here that you feel like are worth seeking out for a little cat like me?
Well, I mean, you've heard stories about the big one, right?
The big one, yeah, definitely. But if I forgot,
Well, spiders are just like any other kind of people. We come in all shapes and sizes, and but times of shadow, you know what they are. Over more towards the heart of the lullaby lands, there's well, I knew some friends of mine, some other spiders that said there was sort of spider
Sneaking is so much fun.
queen or something gathering forces there, giant web,
okay.
had some kind of powerful magic,
that
something
something
there
you
that
wanted?
was, people have said that the times of shadow are kind of dying down, and then
That's
other
very
people have kind of
thoughtful
said
of
it's
you.
just, the eye of the storm. I didn't want anything to do with it. All I'm looking for is a little bit of sun, if I could get some. But yeah, I mean, some people have been looking for that spider. Mostly the beings that want to go enter its service.
Everybody's trying to hang out with the Spider Queen.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's sort of dreading it almost every day. But some people say the reason the weather's been so rotten around here for so long is she's cooking up some kind of spell there deep in her web. But
Is she connected to the shadows?
connected to the shadows. That's what some people say. Yeah. There's a story. She didn't always used to be here. There's a story about a hill where the web used to be. It's a lovely sort of place. Kids from all the lullaby lands go there and play. But there's a story of the day the clouds came. People saw a shape flying in the sky, wide wings, something moving overhead. It was terrible, honking like thunder. And that's when the Legends of the Spider Queen started up. But you know, you gotta keep your eye on the prize. You gotta keep your hopes up. One day that sun's gonna come out and everything, you know, dry up and it'll get better again.
Yeah. I think that makes total sense. You good up here?
I'll be right as rain. Don't you worry about me. But yeah, if you want directions to it, you know, there's been a bunch of folks that have gone out there and tried. There's I think a bunch of, you know, she's been collecting, I think, some things of magical significance out there for a while, but it's not too far away. There's a signpost pointed to the hill down at the end of this road. Before you take the turn back to Hamlin, you just go left up there, and it'll point you right to it.
Before Hamlin, there's a sign. Okay, thank you.
You got it. Hey, you're real swell, mister. Thanks for the help.
Whatever. I just slap him a little bit.
He tumbles into the gutter and shoots back down, and you hear him go, "It's okay!" He shoots off back into the water, and he's
Sorry, I
like,
didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's all right. Listen, you go down the spout, you just get back up again, and you head back up.
Okay. I pop back down. I guess, yeah, I just pop back down and try to find everything.
You find the crew here all, I believe, preparing to head to like a little barn outside of the tavern to get some privacy.
Hey, Puss, where were you?
I was just hanging out with the little spider. I think I have something, but what are you guys doing?
The Gerard shard in
In
the book.
Gishardia?
What?
Yeah.
Dishard?
Gishard, yeah.
The Gishard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think it needs artifacts, and we think that this is one of them.
Okay. That's what we were trying to do when we died. I guess we should finish the task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we like huddle around and try to do this?
Hell yeah. You guys move into the barn. Everyone give me a perception check.
I'm gonna use the health action from this girl.
Hell yeah.
17.
17 as well.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
16.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 18.
16.
Rosamond, you walk into this barn, take a look around, make sure that you're alone. You feel alone at the moment. You notice something only because you had been talking to Red about it not that long before. It's strange in a barn. There's some bear scat on the ground in here.
I go full ranger and like crouch on the floor and examine this scat. I like pick it
Whoa,
up. and give it a
princess!
smell.
Oh,
Princess!
Rosamund, you found more scat.
I found some scat.
Teach me.
It's a
Any
bear.
parasites?
I don't think so. Just a lot of berries.
Don't break it open.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's how you analyze it.
She's right. You have to.
Everybody get in
Okay,
here.
everyone.
There's enough
Okay.
for everybody.
I refuse to crack open the scat.
Why would a bear be in here?
Could I look at the cow and see if it's like a wild-shaped creature?
Ooh.
I'll sniff at him.
You sniff at the cow. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
We've got you
Survival.
cracking scat. We've got the kid sniffing a
10.
cow.
10. You sniff the cow, and before you can get a good sniff on it, the cow sees this like wolf-like girl sniffing at it and goes moo and jumps straight into the sky.
Whoa!
Okay.
All right. Is he coming down?
Okay, I don't think that was a bear, actually.
Straight through the roof.
Could be a bear.
Oh my God, it's a cow-shaped hole.
In the scat, you find we're in the scat. We're finding out stuff about the scat.
Again.
You find some evidence of oats.
Oats.
Oh. Okay.
How many? Not enough, just enough.
Yeah. How warm?
Too many oats?
This looks like just enough oats.
Oh. Salty?
How do you find out?
Please don't. Okay.
Man, princesses are so cool. Get in there, Rosamund.
Thank you for your acknowledgement and support. Can I look around and do like a survival check or nature maybe to see if there's any tracks?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's Wes. I got a 10.
10. The rain has ruined everything.
Okay,
so no visible tracks around here. The rest of you gather with the glass shard here. What do you do?
Shall we?
Stab it.
Red.
I would just stab it personally, but I think Mother Goose has some more subtle.
What is
I'm
it?
trying to be a little bit more gentle. I think I put the shard in the book and try to close the book.
As you tip the glass shard onto one of the pages, you see, similar to when Gerard had his hand on the book and that sort of like ball-shaped opening appeared, you see that it almost like it's just like water. The spear tips into the page and begins to flow down, and as it flows, the book swallows it, and you see a beautiful illustration of a glass slipper, and a very different story starts to appear in your book. Many of your other stories have been small rhymes, things like that. You see the difference of like putting an artifact into the book, because the entire story of Cinderella begins to illustrate itself and detail itself in many words and prose out through this